Now it's time to move our next thrust area, extend cell and molecular biology, cytogenetics, biochemistry, molecular biology, and biotechnology. We have our presenter, Dr. Suranjana Haldar ma'am, assistant professor with the presentation number OP60, and the topic is role of microRNA in neurodegenerative disorder. There is a small correction. I am not assistant professor. I am working as state Indian college teacher category 1 in Department of Zoology. Good afternoon everybody. I am Dr. Suranjana. I have come from the Sarojini Naidu College for Women. Today my topic of research is role of microRNA in neurodegenerative disorders. So let's take a look what is actually the microRNA. They are actually involved in the processes like neurodevelopment, synaptic plasticity, and stress responses. When their expression is abnormally high or low, it alters protein levels and contributing to disease development. So, what is actually I'm interested at first talking about the role of microRNAs in nervous system. Their main role, obviously, is regulation in the gene expression. These microRNAs are nothing but small non-coding DNA, non-coding RNA molecules, that regulate gene expression profile and post-transcriptionally targeting the messenger RNAs. Normally, they actually inactivate the 3' untranslated region of the mRNA. Their normal function in a healthy brain, actually, they are crucial for numerous functions including neurogenesis, axon guidance, synaptic formations, and neuroplasticity. And obviously, they are biogenerated from different specific pathway from nucleus and they are transported to the cytoplasm. So, I have actually manifested here main two neurodegenerative diseases here in my today's presentation, that is Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. However, there are different types of disease were analyzed so far, and the role of microRNAs and their different roles, their upregulation and dysregulation have been analyzed so far in the number of different types of research, and this is a high implication factor research nowadays because neurodegenerative disease research and their actual path in which metabolic impaired pathway they are actually generated by which role of the microRNA is very important. So I am now focusing this point. Let's take a look at biogenesis of the microRNA. So this is the path. At first in the nucleus of microRNA, first synthesized as the primary microRNA from RNA polymerase, from primary microRNA genes, and then by DOSA it is sliced as pre-microRNA. This pre-microRNA then again another action of the DOSA and HEND1 produce microRNA duplex. This duplex then by the aid of the transporting 5 is transported into the cytoplasm, and where they are with the presence of the dicer come into the mature microRNA. This microRNA actually accommodates to the AGO1 and AGO2 proteins in the RISC complex, which then targets a specific mRNA and ultimately inactivates the 3' untranslated region of the mRNA. So what is the consequences? So obviously these are the main consequences of the microRNA because they are involved in the regulation of the different neurodegenerative disorders, and one of the most common is the most concerned disorder of nowadays is Alzheimer's. With deepening of microRNA research, the role of microRNAs in neurodegenerative diseases has been explored and being explored more and more. Because the human nervous system is almost non-regenerative, the progression of the disease is irreversible. Inflammation has been linked also to the pathophysiology of this type of neurodegenerative disorders. When harmful substances are stimulated for long periods of time and they become uncontrollable, the innate immune system can cause damage to the brain because these harmful substances actually acquire their ability or potential to cross the blood-brain barrier. Macrophage polarization actually here are two important points, that is M1 macrophage phenotypes and M2 macrophage phenotypes, that is actually the pro-inflammatory phenotypes, also play a very crucial role in cell proliferation and advancement of inflammatory disorders like cancer and multiple sclerosis, and also in case of Alzheimer's. So what are the different roles of microRNAs have been analyzed so far in AD? Number of researches, number of publications I have searched for, and fewer microRNAs I have analyzed and mentioned here. That is microRNA 96.5p, 125p, 127, 155 have been found to promote mainly the pro-inflammatory condition or M1 polarization, while 124 microRNA 125a 5p, 123, 223, 146a, 34a, 132 and late 7c have been demonstrated to generate the pro-inflammatory condition or M2 polarization. Metabolic disorders also contribute to the disease. The accumulation of the amyloid beta proteins outside the nerve cells to produce amyloid cell plaque is one of the main or first biomarker or first disease biomarker is the Alzheimer's disease. The root cause of this protein disease is associated with this neurodegeneration along with its metabolic disorder. Furthermore, different altered neurotransmitter metabolisms have been also reported to be related with AD. So regulation of the microRNA 96.5p among all these microRNAs is most important because in AD models have been found that decreases in A-beta or amyloid beta 40:40 ratio. This microRNA 96.5p plays a crucial role. So obviously if it is dysregulated, this amyloid beta prevention will be impaired. Ultimately, this amyloid beta protein will be accumulated or gathered outside our nerve cell, and that leads ultimately progression to the Alzheimer's disease. So this is the neuronic condition in Alzheimer's patient. At first we can see here that these are the different types of amyloid beta proteins, that means in the forms of the plaques or fibroid that accumulated in the dendritic region of the neuron. Along with there is also a tau protein. Tau is actually phosphorylated in case of Alzheimer's patient. Normally they are acting singularly in the signal cascade, but in Alzheimer's patient they actually be phosphorylated, and tau aggregation impairs the activation of the other signaling cascade which help in the neural biogenesis. So ultimately that condition, that means aggregation of the tau protein, phosphorylated tau aggregation and aggregation of the amyloid beta cell side flux is the more and more cause of the progression to the disease. Now let's take the second look, and I am very much concerned with this disease because my mother is also suffering from this disease from 2012. The second important neurodegenerative disease I have manifested here is Parkinson's and its concerns with the implying effects of microRNAs. Parkinson's is a widespread and complicated neurodegenerative disease caused by the death of dopamine neurons mainly. MicroRNAs are being investigated potential biomarkers for the early diagnosis of the PD and monitoring the pathological progression because they are steady and easily detectable in biofluids. The crucial factors involved in inducing neuronal death in PD are mainly Parkin, PPS35, DJ1, PTEN-induced kinase 1, leucine-rich repeat kinase 2. These proteins actually facilitate oxidative stress, inflammation condition, apoptosis, and dysregulated calcium homeostasis in neurons. Obviously, these all conditions leads to the impaired nerve impulse function and ultimately leads to the impaired nerve impulse generation, dopaminergic neurodegeneration, and condition leading to PD. There is a specific biomarker known as alpha-synuclein produced from the alpha-synuclein A genes. The main precipitating factors of the PD, increased alpha-synuclein has been reported to induce dopaminergic neuron dysfunction in PD brain. Polymorphism of PITX3 is also related to PD, and while microRNA 133b expression has been analyzed, it has been analyzed that its expression is refused, then it actually leads to the progression of SNCA1 and ultimately leading to the dopaminergic neurodegeneration. So this is the pathway. I'm just going because I'm just digging. So because these are the different types of proteins, some microRNA regulations and feedback regulation, now they are being positively or negatively regulated, and you can see from these slides that this regulation of the different types of microRNA ultimately leading to the accumulation of the or activation of the synuclein A genes inactivation of the proapoptotic genes and inactivation of the antioxidant genes, ultimately causing oxidative stress, and this exposure to oxidative stress ultimately leads to the progression of the dopaminergic degeneration and leading to the cause of the Parkinson's disease. So today these are the references I have searched for this PPT presentation, and today in my presentation I have manifested to this type of disease, neurodegenerative diseases. However, this type of dysfunction also can play a very crucial role in case of multiple sclerosis, ALS also. So here is just a key points, and thank you all for your precious sharing. Thank you.
Any questions from the audience? Thank you for the presentation. So, could you tell me what this information, how this information can be used for the betterment of the disease?
The most important information is the much more investigation of the gene expression profiling of the microRNA or expression profiling or any another type of research, such as microRNA research related to microRNA expression in different types of neurodegenerative cells or different types of neurologic conditions or other biofluids can express its potentiality as using as the biomarker for analyzing this type of neurodegenerative disease. Or actually it can help to understand the specific metabolic pathways which are actually being impaired. So we can find out which microRNAs are expressed more and which microRNAs is actually down-regulated in which metabolic pathway, and that metabolic pathways is actually or specifically involved in this type of specific neurodegenerative disease or not. So it can make us more and that's
Thank you.